Hello to you all dear guys, hope you're doing very well. Today we are going to make a bracelet that is made up of steel wire and I'm using 0.81, you could use even 1 or more, and also a 0.8 brass wire. And as you could see, I am going to make a multicolor bracelet. You could use different colors or the same. Wire cutter and round nose pliers also is needed, and of course your chain nose pliers. This design could be used simply or with a pearl or bead or a stone as you desire. To start, we pick up our wires, but to start we need to know about the length of the bracelet that we are using and we are making. Of course, we need the length, and one of the easiest ways is to use the bracelet that we have already, and we determine the length of this bracelet. Also, you could use a piece of yarn, as we had the tutorial in previous videos about the length of the ring and the size of the ring. So now we have the length of the bracelet that we are going to cut on the wire, but the shape is going to be something like this and like a tear shape and like a tear shape, just like this wire ring and the earring that is set to this ring, and we had the tutorial in previous videos. So we need to cut our steel wire at the length of this drawing part. So let's determine the length, and it is about 18, and we need double of that, and this is going to be 36. And also 1 centimeters for this part, and it's going to be 37. So we cut this wire at the length of 37, and then we are going to bend it in the middle. So we just put the end and starting point onto each other and then push the wire little by little. Now pick up your round nose pliers and keep it at the point that we determined as the midpoint, and make those 2 strands just straight with your fingers, just like this. At this part, we make a teardrop shape at this place by pushing 2 strands and make them closer, just like this. And this is one of the places that we are going to make wire coil to keep this teardrop shape, and also at least at 3 other points we need to do wire coiling. 1 that is here, 2 in the middle, and 1 at the end. So we pick up our 0.8 wire and start to wrapping it all around our main structure. Just make a U shape with your brass wire or the other material. You could use the same material and color as the main structure, or you could use another one. After making a tie, just like this, try to make it squeezed and push it so that it would be tight and it would be attached to the main structure firmly. Something like this. And then repeat this at least for 3 or 4 times and continue wrapping the wire. And each time check it out so that they would be attached to each other, every row of this coiling part, and also parallel. And we continue doing that. We have our first coiling part here, and we are going to repeat it as 3 other times, 2 in between and 1 at the ending point. Just you should consider that it shouldn't be any sharp edges left, and you should push the ending and starting point onto your work, and if there is still any sharp edges, you could fix it with your sandpaper. If you need help in doing that, please comment it below so that I would explain more in further videos. So we just repeat it in 3 other places. And if you are doing so, just pay attention that you shouldn't do hammering on the coiling parts, and just you should do that on the wires of your main structure. And also at the end point, you should have some little loops so that you could use it as the hook. So with your round nose pliers, start to making little loops here. Just before that, I make it straight, and then put the 2 strands together and start to wrapping them all around your round nose pliers. It's like this. Now I hammered the steel parts, and this is the time to wrap it all around a mandrel or just a cylindrical shape, and I'm using a glass that I wrap my other bracelet all around it, and this is the part that I need to wrap this part all around it. So just put it here and wrap the steel part and the structure that you had just made all around this cylindrical shape. It is just as the same as a mandrel that you use for bangle or bracelets. Okay, just push it tight. And this would be the shape. If needed, do some fixing. For attaching the 2 parts and for the hook, just open up the loop that you had, and this is the structure, the mechanism that it works. So we are going to make just little loops here. So we need to open these 2 loops a little more, and then here we could just use sandpapers or make very little loops here. And this would be the result and the way that it looks. If needed, put it again all around your glass or mandrel, and with the plastic part of your tool, just hammer it a little so that it gets the shape again. Now let's try it out. And this is the way it looks, and you could add a pearl or bead or any other stones that you like in this place, or just remain it like that. Finally, I added a pearl here with wire coilings that attach the pearl in both sides. And now let's try it out. It should be just a little, put a space to put your hook into this part. And you could also use it with the ring that we had the tutorial in previous videos. And I think this is very beautiful. You could have these two in one color and material, or you could make them multicolor and multi-materials just like this. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and make a very beautiful bracelet for yourself or the one that you love, or for selling. Take care and bye-bye.